You're a die-hard fan in a small market city. You've waited all winter for opening day. Hope fills the air. But then you see the Los Angeles Dodgers just dropped over $350 million on their roster, while your team barely broke $70 million. How are you supposed to believe your team has a shot? That's the harsh truth of baseball today. It's not just played on the diamond, it's played in the bank. Stay with us to learn what's really going on in the world of sports. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's talk in the comments. I want to hear your take on this. All right, let's get into the heart of it. Let's start with some raw numbers. The Los Angeles Dodgers spent over $353 million in payroll last season. The New York Mets were right behind with $347 million. And the New York Yankees, over $316 million. Now scroll all the way down the list, and you'll find the A's at $83 million, the Tampa Bay Rays at $106 million, and the Miami Marlins at $121 million. It's not just a gap, it's a chasm. Teams with deep pockets can go all in on superstars. They can absorb bad contracts. They can sign that one missing piece without blinking. But for teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates or Kansas City Royals, one bad deal can wreck your whole season, maybe even your next three. And let's be real, even if a small market team somehow builds a solid core, they usually can't keep them together. Fans know that heartbreak all too well. Now sure, every once in a while a team like the Tampa Bay Rays makes a Cinderella run, but let's be honest, it takes near-perfect execution just to keep up. When star players get good, big market teams come calling. Small markets become stepping stones. Develop talent just to watch it leave. It's brutal, and fans know it. When your team is in rebuild mode every 3 years, how are you supposed to stay hyped? Attendance drops, engagement fades. It's a cycle, and it sucks. Look at the Oakland Athletics. They had stars like Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, and Marcus Semien. All gone. It's like a clearance sale every couple of seasons. Yeah, Moneyball was cool, analytics, value plays, finding hidden gems. But here's the thing. You can only outsmart money for so long. The San Diego Padres, a so-called small market team, proved that you can spend big with the right ownership mindset. Manny Machado, Sander Bogarts, Tatis Jr. These are massive contracts. So is market size really the issue? Or is it ownership commitment? Cincinnati Reds and Minnesota Twins have all spent smart at times. They've shown it's possible to win without a $300 million payroll, but it takes vision and guts. Let's address the elephant in the room. The NFL, NBA, NHL, they've all got salary caps. But MLB, nah. The players' union isn't having it. And honestly, it's hard to blame them. Salary caps usually come with lockouts, player sacrifices, all that drama. The last time MLB had a work stoppage, it canceled the freaking World Series in '94. Nobody wants that again. But still, something's got to give. A soft cap, a spending floor, anything that keeps teams from tanking or going full Scrooge mode. So what are we working with? Luxury tax penalties are rising. That's one attempt to curb spending, but it hasn't slowed down the Los Angeles Dodgers or New York Mets much. Revenue sharing helps, in theory, but there's still a ton of mistrust between owners. Bundling local TV rights for streaming, Rob Manfred's hoping that can boost small market income. But guess what? Big teams like the New York Yankees and Chicago Cubs don't want to play ball. And let's not forget the collapse of regional sports networks. That's a new curveball messing with everyone's bottom line. Bottom line, solutions exist. But getting all 30 owners to agree That's a whole different game. Here's the thing. MLB isn't poor. It made record revenues in 2022. Streaming deals, TV contracts, Disney's BAMTech buyout. That's real money. And small market teams? They got their cut. Some are swimming in cash before they even sell a single hot dog. So why can't they spend more? Ask yourself this. If your owner keeps crying poor, but refuses to open the books or sell the team, what are they really saying to the fans? Because let's be honest, we're tired of excuses. Tired of feeling like our team has no shot before the first pitch. If you can't keep up, maybe you shouldn't own the team. And shout out to the fans who show up anyway, who wear the gear, watch the games, live and die with every pitch. You deserve a front office that's fighting just as hard. Parity isn't just about making things fair. It's about making every game matter. It's about fans in Kansas City Royals, Pittsburgh Pirates, Cincinnati Reds believing their team has a legit shot, not just in 5 years, but this year. We're not saying everyone should spend $300 million, but everyone should try to win. And if they won't, maybe it's time to make room for someone who will. That's it for today. Drop a comment if your team's been held back by ownership. Smash that like button if you want to see changes in baseball. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe. We've got plenty more where this came from. Catch you next time.